What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here, Chris's MMA Universe. So it looks like Demian Maia got it done. He ended up submitting Ben Askren in round 3, towards the end of round 3, by rear naked choke. And I remember saying this in my prediction video that Demian Maia was going to be able to get it done. I forget what round I did say, but I do believe saying that he was going to get it done by submission. I mean, Ben Askren loves to go to the ground. This was a classic grappler versus wrestler, and Demian Maia got it done. Now, Ben Askren now has his second loss in a row in the UFC, his second loss of his professional career, professional MMA career. And Demian Maia, after quite a while, he ended up getting another submission now. So, I predicted this one, and I am a little surprised that Demian Maia was actually able to get it done, but not too surprised, because that's exactly why I predicted it. Because Demian Maia is a guy that feels very comfortable off his back, feels very comfortable on the ground. And I'm sure his camp knew, just like everybody else knew. You don't have to be in a training camp to know that Ben Askren was going to take you down. That's exactly what he does. That's his sweet spot. That's where he feels comfortable. But Demian Maia got it done. So hats off to Demian Maia. I mean, the fight overall was like, a lot of scrambles, a lot of back and forth. Demian Maia was actually able to get top position while Ben Askren was in top position in round 2, where he was actually able to flip it over on him, where he went for a submission attempt, like a high triangle. Then he kind of had his arm locked. He tried to go for I believe it was an omoplata he tried to go for, but it wasn't really anything that, if it was there he would have took it, but he was just, if it was there he would have took it, like I said, but he was trying to get top position, trying to get on top of Ben Askren, and he was actually laying down on Askren. He was actually hammering on Ben Askren, where you look at the stats I put up there, but Askren was actually taking some punishment. So, Askren was probably, of course, if Askren was able to finish it, he would have, but there was really no way he was going to be able to submit Demian Maia. And as we saw, Demian Maia is actually the one who pulled through in his sweet spot. That's his bread and butter through his entire career in mixed martial arts. Him being a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner that was able to put his skills on display against Ben Askren. This entire fight was just very exciting for me. Just the fact that it was a classic wrestler versus grappler, and I really couldn't wait to see it. And I was very, very happy that I was actually able to witness it. And hats off to Demian Maia. It was just phenomenal to see him get it done on, the things that he loves best, and him being able to actually go out on top after already being, I think he had about 36 fights in his career. He's up there, and he's actually on the way out of his career. Who knows what's next for Demian Maia? He must be riding high right now and actually getting that submission win. And Ben Askren, I know he's kind of like on a downslope right now. He ended up getting finished in his last 2 defeats, his last 2 fights. His only 2 defeats, and I'm really not sure what's going to happen for Ben Askren now. I'm sure he's feeling pretty low, because of the fact that, he has a knockout loss for his first loss ever against a guy that just will not let him forget about it. And, now he's getting a submission loss on somebody who's kind of older in the game. Demian Maia is up there. So I'm not sure what's going to be next for Demian Maia. He definitely moved up a little bit. So, we'll see if they'll put him up against somebody, maybe a little higher ranked. Who knows? Demian Maia has been around the block more than a few times, where he ended up getting some title shots, where I know he ended up going against Tyron Woodley most recently for the title. And before that, he ended up going against Anderson Silva when Anderson Silva was on his reign. But I guess we'll see what's next. Pretty soon we'll see what's going on for Demian Maia. And I guess for Ben Askren, who knows? They might have to give him a little bit of a easier competition. But it seems like they're kind of putting him on death row. If you can see, it seems like they were kind of setting him up to fail. it just seems like Dana White wants to give him hard opponents that he knows can possibly defeat him. I mean, I'm not really sure. I don't even really know how Dana White's relationship is with Ben Askren, but, Ben Askren seems to keep a positive mindset. So I know he went into this fight hungry, and I know he went into this fight ready, but you went up against somebody who you just kept letting him kind of grab a hold of you, and he wasn't really playing a smart game. He was just pretty much laying on top of Demian Maia, trying to do whatever he can, and Demian Maia ended up catching him. So hats off to Demian Maia, hats off to Ben Askren. I really enjoyed this fight. I hope you guys did as well. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button. Let me know what you guys think about this fight in the comments, on how you thought it was going to go, and what did you think of it. And if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see all you guys in the next one.